So, hello student. In last lecture, we discussed the biological neural network that are dendrite, the cell body, axon, synapse, soma, dendron, and different things which are available. Basically, what we discuss over here, the neural network, which is made up of number of processing element, which called as neuron, and which are interconnected through the synapse. So here the dendron or dendrite, which is to be act as an input output media, and which transfer the information to the cell body. Now just same as artificial neural network which are available, let's discuss this thing. An artificial neural network, it is an same electrical analogous structure of biological neural network. The cell body in an artificial neural network, which is modeled by a linear activation function. Yes, the cell body is nothing but your activation function. The activation function in general attempt to enhance the signal contribution which are received through the different dendrons. So here dendrons are act as an input output media to the activation function. So here activation function is what? Activation function is nothing but your cell body. Now next, the synapse in the artificial neural network is modeled by a non-linear inhibiting function for limiting the amplitude of the signal process at a cell body. So here synapse. So synapse, what? Why synapse is nothing but your synapse is nothing but the interconnection between two activation function or cell body, and which is useful for non-linear inhibiting function for limiting the amplitude. Okay, okay, this is your figure for artificial neural network. It receives a number of inputs. Each input comes through a connection that has a strength. The weight corresponds to a synaptic efficiency is called as biological neuron. Each neuron also has a single threshold value. The threshold weighted sum of the input is formed and the threshold is subtracted to compose the activation of the neuron. Okay, don't confuse about these things. We will discuss these things in the macula Pitts model. So how that threshold value which is to be calculated. So don't confuse about these things. Each neuron also has a single threshold value. The weighted sum of the input which is formed and the threshold subtracted to compose the activation of the neuron. The activation signal which is passed through an activation function to produce the output of the neuron. Yes, exactly. Whatever the input which are given to the comes to the dendron. So here the threshold value which is to be calculated through the activation function and output which is to be performed by the machine. So this is the another what we can say that another figure for the artificial neurons. So here dendrons are available. These dendrons calculate the input and which are given to the cell body. So here cell body calculate the threshold value and given to the axon, and finally transfer to the synapse or output. So this is the electrical equivalent for the biological neuron. So these are the things which are related to the artificial neural network. Thank you.